polymeric genes. It is an example of non-allelic gene interaction. We have already studied the general account of allelic and non-allelic gene interaction in previous video on epistasis. We will discuss the interaction of polymeric genes through first introduction and definition, second example, and then explanation. Suppose A and B are two non-allelic dominant genes. They act as duplicate gene. Means one of the two is present, the phenotypic effect is same. When both are present together, the phenotypic effect is intensified. Means in this case, when both are present together, the effect of A and B is added. In this case, the A and B function as additive or cumulative genes, so called polymeric genes and sometimes additive genes. From this discussion, we can estimate the phenotypic ratio in the F2 generation of polymeric gene interaction. We know the typical Mendelian ratio is 9:3:1. Out of the 16, this 9 represent the presence of both the dominant genes. Here, both the dominant genes are present in the intensified phenotypic effect, so they are 9 out of 16. And in case of the polymeric gene, either A or B are present alone, they have the same phenotypic effect. In 3, one dominant gene is present, in another 3, another dominant gene is present alone, so they constitute 3 plus 3, 6. And in the remaining one, both genes are present in the recessive condition, so it constitutes 1 out of 16. So we have the ratio 9:6:1 as against the Mendelian 9:3:1. So it modifies the typical Mendelian ratio. In this ratio, in 9, both A and B is present. In 6, either A or B is present. In 1, both the genes are present in the recessive condition. On the basis of this discussion, now we can define the polymeric gene as two non-allelic dominant gene which act as a duplicate gene. Means one of the two is present, the phenotypic effect is same. When both are present together, the phenotypic effect is intensified, known as polymeric gene. Because in this case, when both are present together, the intensity of the phenotypic effect is increased. This genetic phenomenon is known as polymerism. Polymerism is due to the addition of the effect of A and B when they are present together, or due to the additive or cumulative effect of A and B. So, these polymeric genes also known as additive genes. pericarp color in wheat is a good example of polymeric gene interaction. In certain varieties of wheat, there are three types of the pericarp: red, white, and deep red. The red color of the pericarp is due to presence of a dominant gene C1 and another non-allelic gene C2 in dominant form also cause red color of the pericarp. When both are present in recessive condition, the pericarp become white. When both are present together, the pericarp become deep red due to the additive effect of C1 and C2. Now we will discuss the interaction of polymeric gene by crossing. The two varieties of wheat differ in pericarp color. Suppose a variety of wheat contain both C1 and C2 in homozygous dominant condition and purple pericarp, and another plant which is homozygous in both the gene containing white pericarp. They were taken as parents. Purple is male parent or white is female parent or vice versa are crossed together. We know the homozygous plant always produce one type of the gamete. So from the purple plant, gamete contain the genotype capital C1, capital C2, and the white parent possess the gamete small c1, small c2. When these gametes are fused together, they form the F1 generation. Phenotypically, the plant of F1 progeny are purple, and genotypically they are hybrid or heterozygous in both the genes. When this F1 generation plant form the gamete, we know the heterozygous plant always produce more than one type of the gamete. During the gamete formation, the members of the allelic pair separate, means capital C1 is separate from small c1, and similarly the members of another allelic pair, that is capital C2 and small c2, also separate and join either of the member of first allelic pair, capital C2, small c2, capital C2, small c2, to form the four type of the gamete: capital C1, capital C2, capital C1, small c2, small c1, capital C2, small c1, small c2. So the four type of the male and female gametes are formed. When the plants of F1 generation are self-pollinated, self-pollination, we get the F2 generation. The plants of F1 generation produce 4 type of the egg or the female gamete genotypically and 4 type of pollen or male gametes genotypically. They are capital C1, capital C2, capital C1, small c2, small c1, capital C2, small c1, small c2. Likewise, the eggs are also of 4 type genotypically: capital C1, capital C2, capital C1, small c2, small c1, capital C2, small c1, small c2. The 4 type of the male gamete and the 4 type of the female gametes are fused randomly to form the 16 type of the zygotic combination in F2 progeny. Out of these 16 type of the combination, the 9 combination possess both the dominant gene C1 and C2 and constitute the deep red color of the pericarp. In the 6 out of the 16 possess either dominant C1 or dominant C2. They constitute the red color of the pericarp. And in 1 out of the 16 possess both the gene in recessive condition, so it causes white pericarp. As a result, we get the phenotypic ratio 9:6:1. These results revealed that in presence of the non-allelic dominant gene C1 and C2 together, the phenotypic effect is intensified, means change from red to the deep red, and red is due to the presence of either C1 or C2 alone, which is in the 6 out of 16, and in one case when both are present together, the effect is recessive, that is white. So in the polymeric gene interaction we have 9:6:1 ratio against the typical Mendelian 9:3:3:1 ratio. In such a way, the polymeric gene modify the Mendelian dihybrid phenotypic ratio. Thank you.